Hi guys, Ignitis G here, and I'm here with our own, the fusionist, manos, sarris. We are here at Greek Nationals, and what happened today?
Today was a mixed feeling day. I did top 8 at the Greek Nationals with my favorite ever deck. However, me personally, I'm not very pleased with the result because yesterday, day 1, I did XO. I never lost, and I really thought that today might be the day, you know. Regardless, the deck was really good, very fun to play. It's still gonna be very good post-ban list, and I'm really glad that I gave this deck another top. It's my third national stop with branded variant, so yeah, I played pure branded. And let's see the deck and discuss about some choices. So very standard, 2 white, 1 albas. Shout out my guy Chris for giving this. 3 albers. 2 Ecclesia. I don't understand why some people are playing 1. I even discussed with Pac and he said 1 is crazy, like you cannot play 1. This is your best going second tool against Kultun because of the chain blockability, not even for the effect. Very good extender going second. Looping 1 is really good in the grind game. Yeah, play 2. Next, Cartesia, 2 of them, standard. 1 Quem. I hate to draw this card. Like, one of my losses today was because I drew this and I couldn't send Titan, summon this, send Cartesia, revive to make full board under 300. 1 Albion. I was debating playing more because I play sword and it's good against Kultun. Thunder Theory I think plays 3 right now. 1 Mercurial, pretty good. 3 Branded High Spirits per starter. It always beats us. And yeah, since we're playing cards to make Branded Fusion good, this card is fine if it gets asked because Branded Fusion is better in this deck than other lists that play Golden Sorcerer and Kit. 2 Bravo, 1 post-ban list obviously, 2 openings. This was actually like a last minute call. We discussed it that we needed more starters. This deck only loses bricks.
For bricks.
Yeah, only loses bricks.
Like never enough extensors are never enough.
Yeah.
Like you just want them all.
And yeah, today I was not today. Yesterday I was playing around 300s consistently. Like I was making not just playing around, full board through 300s consistently. And since a lot of people are cutting Fuga, opening becomes better than before. The lock and discard is kind of harsh, but you can play around it sometimes. And also because of playing 2 trap cards, discarding them is better and more consistent. 2 Nadirs, so these 2 were basically the same. Like I didn't want to play 3rd Nadir, I didn't want to play 3rd opening, so I decided to play 2 and 2. These both kinda suck going second unless you have specific cards like this with Super Poly becomes good, but at the end of it you're discarding 2 cards. And you're playing a few hundreds, so it's not as consistent. But the deck was really good, very consistent. I only kinda bricked in the top 8 and in the final round of Swiss. Other than that, the deck was super insane. Consistent as fuck, 8-0 the first day. The second day didn't go so well, but that was mainly due to losing dice against some FTK decks like Artmage and losing to Kultun because he had Fuga Belas, which are the best handles against you. 2 trap cards. Retri, I always use Retri not to add back, just for the field effect. I think in this format it's better
because you can end up with this plus access to the Rimbram on the grave. It's too good.
The typical end board is Synchro, either Cartesia or Wem plus Ecclesia, and this plus Fallen Virtues, and this cannot be broken. Like you're not typically ending on Mirror Jade unless you do Bravo to Fusion Summon.
Already to Albas.
Yeah, and you get Cartesia back with Sword. So if you have Albas plus Bravo, you end on Graguignol plus Mirror Jet instead of the Synchro, but same setup basically. Sword is very good, not gonna recommend it post ban list because you have only one Bravo. Yeah, this was my engine, I think, yeah. Non-engine, 3 As, 3 Fuga, 2 Drolls, 2 Bestials for the hand traps. Mainly because here in Greece the meta is a bit different than abroad, so I wanted to have cards for Mitsu, for the mirror match, for Kultun and for Striker. These were my 4 decks that I wanted to beat. I didn't respect Doomsday and Artmage as much as I cared. I didn't expect Doomsday to perform and I didn't expect Doomsday to have that many players. Not many people were playing it, but the ones that they did performed really well.
And it ended up winning, by the way.
Yeah, they ended up winning. I played our current national champion apparently in the final round of day 1 Swiss. I ended up winning the Doomsday matchup, but it is, I think, the hardest out of them all, because Fallen Virtus is not a good disruption. You have for sure to set up Retribution against that deck, but Secret is stupid card.
Yes.
Yeah, Saronir also to make Sword better, and to have the extra pistols. This 10 handles. Droll, I think it's good. Fuga and Tas are kind of meh, but since we are still in the old ban list, we would still have other decks, and I didn't want to lose to like Yami Finsmith, Yami, all rogue decks. I didn't want to lose to that. I built the deck to top, not to win, which could be a mistake, but from the other hand, it did perform, so yeah. Also, dice rolls were 5-7, I think. 5-7? Yeah, 5-7.
Okay.
And then 3 Fallen, 3 Spoly, and 1 Callby. Callby in the main because it's good both going first and going second in this meta. This is the best card. If you see this plus engine, you can never lose. Especially if you see Albaz or Albert with this, GG. Never lost with this card when I had Albaz. And Fallen is Fallen. Extra deck, Ecclesia, standard. At the beginning I was testing this pattern as well, but I ended up cutting it due to consistency reasons. Shout out to my boy Petros for giving me this.
It's beautiful, by the way.
It's sort of farming, like actually. it's so good. Mirror Jet very good against Kultun, very good against Doomsday. Against Doomsday, if you can't set up both Fallen and Retri, you set up Jade and Retri. These are the only 2 good disruption, I think, because you can't pop their cards and you have to find some other ways to disrupt. You have to set up like Fallen and Albaz, Mirror Jet plus Retribution. I think these are the best disruptions. 2 Dogmas. I think these were always standard for me. You send one, you summon the other, you recycle back, and you keep this loop. Very good against Dragon Tail, really good in the mirror match, so yeah, this card is amazing. 2 Albion standard, Lubellion, Titan, Lenatus. Lenatus makes Braff also good, especially without sword. And with sword maybe, yeah.
And not so crazy play against Doomsday like you're setting the Albaz.
They will rank up, so it's not...
yeah, this is not real. But unless you really bet that you don't have Alba Lenatus and you don't set, you try to play with the effects, maybe they will not negate it. You never know.
Maybe they will forget about it.
Yeah,
it can happen, but it's not a realistic scenario.
This was mainly for Dragon Tail, for your own combo with Bravo. And also... yeah, I'm jealous a bit, I'm jealous. Rindrum, as I said, the best interruption I think in the opponent's turn is this. They always have to play around this. Then 2 Graguignol, we were debating 1 and 2. I think we agreed 2 of them were. I think we agreed.
If you don't play the synchro, what's the name? Spatter? No, the other. If you don't play Walid, you need spellcaster target for the spellcasters and roll to send, and the other to summon.
Also, another cool interaction I was always doing against Kultun is they always set up Remix and Zalen. So maybe not Zalen always. If they see Super Poly, so they might want to play around Mad Dragon, which I did not play. One thing I was always doing was, even if I had high spirits, I was not doing it in draw phase because draw doesn't really hurt you. It hurts them more than you if they're playing Kultun. So I pass prio. Whenever they want to activate remix, I change high spirits, discard draw or a spellcast or whatever. For this, search albas, and this can tag out into Quirites, which always forces interruption. Or Quem, depending on your hand. Both are good, but Quirites forces too many stuff. And this is also, I think, I'm playing one Quirites as the Despia target. I think that this is the most flexible out of the Despia Super Poly targets because it needs only one monster 0-point controls. While Proskino needs two specific guys.
For the Super Poly,
yeah.
If you have Super Poly plus a Luber, you're talking about.
Yeah, I decided to play this instead of Proskinion because it's still good in the mirror match because you can take out only their masters like Quem and a guy. So I didn't really need Proskinion. But this is better against Kultun. If you summon Aluber, try to Veiler, change Poly, get your Aluber search, summon Quirites, attack. This is too many drops.
Plus Proskinion is not level 8.
Yeah.
So when you push into the board and you are Alba's locked, you can summon Proskinion, which would be useful, but you can. Yeah.
Although mainly, if you're using Albas, you typically want to summon Mirror Jade or
Dogma. Whatever,
not this, but if you do the high spirits line, if they do remix on main after you use Albas, then you have to do this for the level 8. This was my thought process, and also won me the game against the mirror match. But yeah, Chaos mandatory. I never made it, but it's mandatory. And Garura. I was debating if I want to play my dragon, but I thought that there is no deck other than Archmage. Potentially, maybe Doomsday, maybe.
Sometimes Mitsurugi with Masquerade and...
Yeah, but Mitsurugi is never gonna end on this. They're just gonna summon back Murakumo and then you can summon Garura, so it's not the worst. Like my dragon would only come up for me once, but I didn't need it at the end of it. I could just choose and summon with my own guys. And this is the best thing about Branded, is that it uses Super Poly as an extender, plus board breaker. So this is the best. Side deck, you're gonna see some questionable choices. The thing is that I was building more for other matches as well, not just Kultun and Mirror, because it's a very wide format and I wanted to be more flexible. I was very afraid of FTK decks, like the Train FTK, which is very consistent.
Power Patron
FTK, which is very consistent. I was afraid of the Elf Note hand loop. If they hand loop 2 and they rent on 2 Omni Negates plus the Albas line plus hand traps, you can never win. So I decided to play a bit more flexible in the extra deck. 2 Illusion Gate, shout out to this guy. Yeah, I think most of my choices were a combination of both these guys' feedback, because at the beginning of this,
crazy teamwork, by the way. Congrats, guys.
Crazy teamwork, yeah. I wouldn't be here without them. For sure.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be here without them. This is insanely for the mirror, but it's also good against Dragontail. If you have fallen this, they can never win, because the Dragontail now plays a lot of branded cards, like opening Bravo and Nadir, especially post side deck, which is when you're gonna illusion gate. So post side deck, you might even illusion gate for Aluber, you might illusion gate for Albas, which is very good against them. And you only care about Secretarian in that matchup. We also played 2 Super Duper Polys. The only reason we played 2 of these and not 3 is because it was such a new card that we didn't really know how it will perform. The idea was there for Kultun and Branded and Dragontail, which is now dead. And this card, I think, was the best card ever in my side deck. I think this card is both good going first and second. Against Kultun, if they see this, they have 2 choices. They will either do what everyone was doing and they were just not gonna make Zalen, which is out to win for you because the best interruption in that deck is Zalen. And you use this as an extender on your field instead of theirs. Or they can make Zalen Loudness War, which nobody was doing. shout out to Pac for not telling them. The third nadir for consistency going first. I needed to not brick. The only way this deck loses is to brick. The power is crazy. If you open playable, you're always winning. Even going second. Like I lost most of the dice rolls, although it's close to half and half. But even when I was going second against, like I only played against meta, you still have a lot of ways to play. Like you have 17 on engine. Your engine also is very good into breaking boards and pushing interruptions, and you have a crazy end phase that nobody can really interrupt. So yeah, Nadir, Gold Duster. For branded mainly, and the same is true for evenly. Now branded does have diabels. The thing is, I was also playing the virus, and I was also playing Pistol. This is questionable, but this was mainly due to stop FTKs because I was really afraid of them. Like an Elf Note is good because you put the guy in the token in the main master zone, the third one, so they cannot summon their guys for free, and it also beats Dragon Tail in the sense that it gets rid of Secretarial very easily.
Yes.
And you still have a body to push. It's also light, so Cartesia can fuse with it. It's not the worst.
It's a good hand trap to have after, like, if you go first.
Yeah.
As a backing for the end board,
I was building,
you can never win.
Yeah, I was building to top, not so much to win, so I had more flexible extra deck than specifically targeted for Kultun and Branded, which you could argue that this would be the correct choice, but I think it got me through the Swiss rounds very easily, so I don't have any regrets. The third Bestial in the side, you could do 2 and 2, but I was really afraid of FTKs, as I said. Sorrow for Mitsu, and it's good against Kultun. You chain block Zalen. If they destroy this, you send sword. If they banish a name you have,
it's +1.
Yeah, +1. Sword, add back the name. You also chain block the Zalen on the important interaction. So it's really good, really good. I always put this against Kultun.
It's a big body, it forces the Rose Whip.
Yeah.
Now it's banned, but still.
And I think nobody was using the Rose Whip. I never got used to
I had it, but then I had the Bestials, and I was fine with that.
Yeah, and it's also a way to beat the mirror match if they got Jabel's lock. Because if you have these plus evenly, you're just gonna crash the Saronir and then evenly.
Exactly.
So yeah, I also had 2 Solemn Accusation because two Solemn Accusation.
Start, yeah.
Good going first, very flexible against Mitsu, very good in the mirror match, in Dragon Tail. In this deck, you don't always set up Jabels. I think I never used it. Did you?
No.
Like
I never had actually. I was either FTKing or wasn't playing the game.
yeah, I think it's you who said that we need an FTK card for some matchups. Like if I was playing against Striker, I was always gonna set up
for
this.
Striker, Mitsu,
Striker
even for mirror, it's good.
Yeah, they cannot stop this. But in the mirror match, they play like Bestial, so I would rather have.
You prefer the Bestial to hit
fusions.
that than your Albas, basically.
Yeah, maybe. But accusations were good in theory, but it was protecting my board from lightning storms and evenlies. This was always hitting lightning storms, unfortunately not engine cards. But also Doomsday, crazy card. You can hit later everything of Doomsday, every push they have spells. If you hit Zagredo with this, pay 3k, you just win. They don't have a way to beat you. I think at least.
Yeah, at least test.
So this was my deck, branded best deck. I need to give a huge shout out to these guys. Helped me a lot, great teamwork. Late calls, like 1 AM, DB, and aircraft. However, yeah, day 1 was great, day 2 kinda okay. It's still a top 8, it's still a good result.
Amazing result.
Yeah.
It's okay, like you wanted to win. If you achieve and reach there, you want to win soon.
Maybe next time, right?
Maybe next time.
And also huge shout out to the team, Team Ignite. Always willing to test, always willing to play, and we did perform really well. We had me, had Stavro and Renos in the top 8. Unfortunately, all of us lost, which is not the greatest, but yeah, we're really close. we'll get them next time, and we hit Euros, so I'll see you in Euros, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.